going on, everybody? John with Citizen Survival Plan here again. I wanted to go over, and I'm going to try and make this not extremely long, but I do have something to say about food and some of the things you should do and some of the things you shouldn't. I have a pantry full of like regular food that we eat, canned food that we eat, and stuff like that, but it's not as much as I think most people that are doing this. I pretty much put almost everything just into freeze-dried food, and I'm going to kind of go over why. First thing with canned food, I don't even have any out here, but I'm going to show you some of the other stuff we have. Canned food makes you have other resources to cook it. Not only do you need to cook the food, but you're dirtying pots and pans by heating it up and eating it. I guess you could eat it cold. It would be pretty miserable to do that, but I mean, certainly you can. But let's just assume we're cooking this stuff in pots and pans, and that requires you to have things like sponges. You're going to use way more soap in that situation, and a lot more water. I know people always argue like water. You need a lot of water to rehydrate food. Well, you need a lot of water to cook dishes. Clean dishes. So you're using water no matter what. And I would even argue you're using less if you're rehydrating food. Washing dishes is a lot of water. The other thing that I first start doing when I was preparing is I bought a lot of this because it was just cheaper. This is the Wise company. I got it on camera there. The problem with this is, and I just watched a video with somebody last night talking about this, and they were kind of advising to get a bunch of canned chicken and stuff. And let me go over this first. So this is low in, the big problem with this, and everyone always says this is low in protein. This is chili macaroni, so there should be beef in it. And it's only got 11 grams of protein. So it sucks. It's not very good. And this, you have to cook in a pot, just like canned food. That doesn't help me that much. I need to cook and not dirty dishes and use a bunch of soap and sponges and stuff. So this kind of is not that great. I don't like it that much. And it's not that the food is bad. It's just it's low protein and I'm making dishes anyways. This kind of the worst. Kind of the worst of both worlds there. But the problem with storing a bunch of canned food is how many of you are going to store up that much canned chicken or beef or roast beef or whatever comes in cans, and you're going to be able to cycle it out. You're going to be wasting your money unless you're somebody that really eats a lot of canned meats. And I don't know about you, but when I cook dinner, I use fresh chicken or fresh beef. I mean, if I make steak, I make a steak. I don't eat a lot of canned food. So consider the fact that you may be wasting a ton of money because it's going to expire a lot faster than freeze-dried food. It's just, there's no denying that that's going to be a problem. I bought some canned food during 2020 when I was kind of panicking, and I was like, I got to get as much as and it's going to expire. We start donating it out, and it's just not a good idea, in my opinion. Now, if you're somebody who eats canned food and canned meats every day, I guess. I don't know many people that do that. But so the best thing, in my opinion, is either Augustin Farms, I hope I'm saying that right, that's how I say it, or Mountain House. But somebody brought this up last night saying that these actually don't have much protein in it either. Now, this is 17 grams of protein, and it's chicken and dumplings, so there's actually chicken in it. It's still not great. That's still not a lot of protein. So what I did was I bought a bunch of and I know this is expensive, but in the long run, I still think it's going to be better no matter what. You're still going to be buying a bunch of canned food and getting rid of it at some point. It's just, in my opinion, that's a waste of money too. So these big number 10 cans or whatever of beef and diced chicken. So any meal that like Mountain House has, like chicken and dumplings or breakfast skillet, I mean, I know putting chicken or whatever in this might not be the best. There's a bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's chili mac, all kinds of stuff. That I have all different types of meals. This has a good amount of protein in it for a little breakfast. But you can just buy a bunch of these number 10 cans and just literally add like a little scoop of extra chicken into each one of these that you cook. And you can open these. These don't expire. I'd have to look it up. I think these are good for a year after you, or 6 months or something if you open them. So if you're eating these every day, you can just be adding your protein in. And that was sort of my solution for it, and I kind of wanted to share it because I didn't see anyone say that. I mean, it's so simple. These bags are big enough. You can add a little extra in and just put a little extra water in. And I know it might take a minute to kind of figure out the balance of water, but I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. One other food consideration I really like is people are worried about vitamin deficiency and stuff. This is a Gussin Farms. This came in a pail. But I took this out of, this is freeze-dried apple slices, and you just add warm water. Again, I'm making it right in this. I'm not making dishes, burning up my water resources, my soap that I have stockpiled, and I mean this isn't a big deal. These are cheap, but you're going to be going through sponges and stuff. I mean, you're going to be using other resources. So this is just like this is apples, and then this is freeze-dried blueberries. We have banana chips. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff. Gussin Farms is awesome. I mean, awesome for the fruit, vegetable pails, everything. And you just add water. And so that's sort of my thing. A lot of freeze-dried food, number 10 cans of protein, beef and chicken, and then get your fruits and vegetables and stuff from Gussin Farms. Get a bunch of, whatever if you don't like bananas, don't get bananas. Like, whatever you eat, whatever you really like and want to eat a lot of. Yeah, that's pretty much, I haven't seen anyone say this, but that's going to wrap it up for today. I really wanted to share that. That is my solution. If someone has a better one than that, let me know. Tell me in the comments. I'll read them.